All right, you guys. This is what a genius had to say about women. This is Nikola Tesla. And when you look him up, you see a lot of feminist ideologies or memes and different things that make him to be in a different light than he actually was on his stance on women. It says here, in the past, the reason why Mr. Tesla never married was because his estimation of women placed her on such a lofty pedestal that he could never bring himself to feel worthy of her. Now that she has, as he feels, stepped down from her pedestal and bartered all her noblest qualities for what is called her freedom, so she basically traded all of her good qualities for freedom, as it says in quotations, he is even more disinclined to matrimony than he was before. Although, of course, Mr. Tesla is too gallant a gentleman to say it in so many words, his comments let it be inferred that he thinks that the new woman almost as far beneath him as the one of the others was above him. According to his views, the sex has rushed from one extreme to another of quite a different kind, and into the plunge it has left Mr. Tesla and other bachelors who think, as he does, no happy medium, such as Josiah Allen's wife used to declare one of the essentials to happiness was a happy medium. So, meaning these women there's no happy medium. There's no pleasing them. It says here, I had always thought of a woman, says Mr. Tesla, as possessing those delicate qualities of mind and soul that made her, in these respects, far superior to man. I had put her on a lofty pedestal, figuratively speaking, and ranked her in certain important attributes considerably higher than man. I worshipped at the feet of the creature I had raised to this height, and like every true worshipper, I felt myself unworthy of the object of my worship. But all this was in the past. Now the soft-voiced gentlewoman of my reverent worship has all but vanished. In her place has come the woman who thinks that her chief success in life lies in making herself as much like a man, or as much possible like man, in dress, voice, and actions, in sports and achievements of every kind. In those words, the great electrical genius sums up the reasons for his bachelorhood. Some who read them will urge that his views of womankind is distorted by the years he was spent in the laboratory dealing with the innate things and developing perhaps an abnormal shyness which acts as an superable barrier to marriage. Others will say that the very fact of his detachment from the ordinary routine of life makes him all the better qualified to point out its defects and to criticize the change for the worse which he believes new conditions have brought to womankind. It also says here, okay, this is important. Women, says Mr. Tesla, are becoming stronger than men both physically and mentally. The world has experienced many tragedies, but to my mind, the greatest tragedy of all is the present economic condition wherein women strive against men, and in many cases actually succeed in surpassing their places in the professions and in industry, taking their jobs basically. This growing tendency of women to overshadow the masculine is a sign of a deteriorating civilization. Wow. So, I mean, this genius knew, right? That's really interesting. One more thing. Women's determined competition with man in the business world is breaking down some of the best traditions, things which have proved the moving factors in the world's slow but substantial progress. And then, practically all the great achievements of man until now have been inspired by his love and devotion to women. Man has aspired to great things because some women believed in him, because he wished to command her admiration and respect. For these reasons, he has fought for her and risked his life and all for her time and time again. But you see, even back then, he was realizing there was a problem, and now we're way past that point. We're way past that point. So if this was a wave, we'd be way on the more dangerous end of it. You know, things have gotten out of hand, you guys. And we really need to take back control of this ship. So take it from a genius here, Nikola Tesla. Thank you.